Namaskar and welcome back to our YouTube channel, VLSI for All, a hub for technical education and an epicenter for VLSI coaching in India. Today, we're indeed proud and honored to have with us Mr. Mustafizur Rahman, who is a well-known student in the field of software engineering. With your kind permission, can we please start the interview?
So hello everyone, I am Mustafizur Rahman and I have served previously the Isha and so that's a little bit about me. So prior to the Isha, I was a part of Infosys and post that I was a part of Masai School. So I have about 2.5 years of experience and I passed out from Maulana Abul Kalam Azad University of Technology, West Bengal in 2020. So yeah, that's a bit about me.
Yes, sir. Can you please tell us a little bit about your professional background, academic background, and how did you got started in your current field?
So yeah, let's start up with that. So I passed on my class 12th from Kendriya Vidyalaya NTPC Farakka, and I was a science student there. So basically, the computer science got introduced to me while my +2. There I got the introduction to C++, OOPS, and data structures, everything. So that's where my entire journey started off. But my main passion was towards physics. I wanted to pursue my research career in physics, but eventually the JE phase of my life brought me to WBUT, Makaut, West Bengal, where I pursued CSE. But still, till my second year, my main aim was to get back to the physics field. And I was not that enthusiastic initially towards coding and all, right? So I was planning to give a JEST or JAM exam to get back to some reputed colleges of India. So I saw a team that participated in ICPC. So I just tried exploring a little bit of competitive programming, which got interest inside me regarding this field. So that's where is the start of my entire journey. I attempted various contests like Hack Within Fee, TCS Code Vita, post that because the placement opportunities in my college were quite less. So these quite a few exams brought me a little bit of interest, and through Hack Within Fee, I eventually got my first job. So Infosys was my first company where I started off with a training, and post that I moved to Masai School, and but those were quite a bit short period of time. Post that, I spent a significant amount of my career at D Shaw, and so yeah, that's what I will say. And yeah.
Yes, sir. Moving on, what inspired you to pursue a career in your current field, and what did you find most rewarding about the job you do?
So the fact is, see, what I have seen in the computer science field, it's not limited one. It's a very broad field, right? And it has various application, not in our computer science field, that is core one, but it can branch up to various other places as well. Likewise, today we can see machine learning is being utilized to not only various computer science fields, various industries, but that also has a deep application. Many people in environmental science field also use that. Some applications, some problems may be related to the astronomy field as well. It's not that I will be limited to doing an industrial job only. If I want later on, I can switch on to my research career to any of these fields. I can cross collaborate with other fields as well. With many people, I can interact and go share and gain many things, right? So that's where this computer science comes into the play. Not to forget that our field is a very good one that gives you lucrative offers at various big companies like Google, Amazon, and DE. So I was a part of that. So main inspiration was that what I should say, cross research things can be a possibility from this field. So that's where has brought my interest into this field, and post that my future aspirations are also to do something like kind of like that, what I will say.
Yes, sir. That's very interesting. Moving on here, how do you stay up to date with the latest developments and trends in the industry, and what resources do you rely on for this one?
So the fact is, see, this question is quite specific to industries, right? The latest development and trends, whatever we follow, mainly we get that particular knowledge by cross collaborating with different teams within our industries, correct? Which particular framework or tools and technologies, or let's say designing techniques, anything is being developed, is being processed or being practiced by some other teams, how we can accommodate that within our own projects or products, whatever we are working with. That's the first way we can get some knowledge. Second is that there are many open source things that we can try on exploring and find the relevancy, whatever product right now project we have, how we can utilize that particular thing within us. The third thing is I have seen if the requirement comes where none of our teams within our known areas are utilizing any solutions for that. For the problem that we are looking for, none of the open source is quite getting relevant. We develop our own tools and technologies for that. That's the thing within our industry that we do. So that's all I will say.
Yes, sir. What skills or strengths do you bring to your work that you set apart from others in your field? And how do you leverage these to achieve your success in the teamwork you do?
So see, the teamwork is quite collaborative. Everyone is involved, right? Not only me that is contributing to something, right? Everyone has to contribute, and then it will be a success for a team. So the fact is, I have always ensured that my work, especially in DSHA, my work is always on time. Even if I need to work on weekends to deliver a project within some coming dates of release, I always maintain that. Even if suppose there is something called as planning that's being that's I have already employed. That suppose that I always try estimating things firstly. That suppose that for anything I require some more time. So I collaborate with other teams. I convey the message that okay, this particular time, this particular thing is gonna take some more time. Can we push the release date or something like that? Okay. The skills that I particularly brought, I take some time to analyze the current product or features that are gonna be released, right? Okay, and post that, after I have analyzed, I gonna see how different testing techniques or development techniques can be accommodated within that. So that's the main thing that's being okay. Post that, your works become a little bit faster. Why? Because we know that what needs to be done now. Okay, and the other things I would like to say is that critical thinking, what needs to be accommodated always. That okay, what can be the various methodologies or various paths that I need to follow to do this particular job. And yeah, that's what I am going to say, as well as collaborating with various stakeholders. First, that whatever I've done till now, with whatever stakeholders I have interacted, I've learned from them about the product. That's what, even that's not related to only the meetings, only the official meetings that we have. But it's again collaborating with them, spending some time with them that, okay, what these particular features are doing, what your product is all about, and and the last thing is that how you have implemented that, okay, and what can be the various other things that you are going to bring here. So all these things, learning has been my strength, okay, and that's what I really enjoy.
Yes, sir. When you first got your first job, like right after your bachelor's, like what are the key takeaways you experienced in the first job, and how did you improvise so that you did not repeat the mistakes you did in your first job?
So my first job, I'm going to say it was just a training phase that inside my company Infosys that I have gone. So it was the, what I should say is that the mistakes I did there was time management. Okay, I was not able to manage my time quite effectively in that. And moreover that, I should say that was quite a bit fast paced, the entire training that was happening in my COVID times. So managing up with the entire thing was a challenge that time. Okay, that yeah. So again, so what happened was that that Infosys was quite a bit of roller coaster ride for me. But eventually, I got a new offer from SI within a few months' time. So I moved on there. So the first job, the key takeaways were a few trainings that they have given me. But since I haven't spent much time there, so I won't be commenting more that what mistakes more I have done or what I gained there. Effectively, if you say my first job was the issue, I'm gonna say that. And yeah, the entire journey was quite great.
Yes, sir. How do you prioritize and manage your workload, and what tools or techniques do you use to stay organized and productive?
So firstly, it's gonna say that the team meetings, that whatever we have, when the things are gonna be released, and how many releases are we having in a month, right? All these things, how many products I am for product testing I am doing, or product development I am doing at this time. This is gonna be the first key factors that we are gonna see, right? Post that, you need to plan your entire. Firstly, the planning should be what I am gonna do today, and on a broad manner, what things are needs to be achieved this particular week. These are the plannings we do. Okay, if suppose that extra time we should require to achieve our testing or development goals or release things, whatever we are going to release this particular month or week, correct? So how much time extra that's going to require apart from the allotted time? Is the work very much too much that will be unable to finish? Then please go and talk so that the release can be extended for a few more days. That's the first thing. Else, can we just have few hours of the weekend? Okay, that's very rare, so that we can achieve our entire goals that we do. Okay, so these are the things to stay organized. Okay, that's what I have practiced a little bit. The weekend part was quite negligible, but sometimes if that's required, so then we could have can that be accommodated a little bit. That's what I have done. And so no particular tools to stay organized like that. Whatever tools and technologies, whatever you use for your development and testing part, just if somebody is handy on that, then that's okay. That's what I feel.
Yes, sir. Can you please tell our audience, like, what is a PGP program at IIIT Bangalore, and why is it different from a master's program at a proper university?
So PGP program at IIIT Bangalore is all about for executives. Those who are working professional, they can opt for that, and it's not need to be that your organization will be paying for it. Okay, you can be independently doing that as well. So that's being the entire course structure is being for the PGP program. The course structure is entirely designed by IIIT Bangalore professors and few industrial professionals, right? And those who are director of various organizations or who host some very higher position in their industries, they are involved into that. And that's there are various programs. So I am into the AI and ML part to just explore this industry, what it is all about. Since I have a little bit of interest towards learning math, statistics, and machine learning. Post that, you have an opportunity once you finish this certification that you can go ahead and try the master's degree with Liverpool John Moores University, or it might be that through IIIT Bangalore only, you can go on and opt for the masters. That's again for working professionals. It's not a full-time on the spot university degree. What you are getting, degrees will be same, there is no doubt, but it's that but it's a different degree as compared to the MTech that you were doing, correct? IIIT Bangalore offers MTech degree in computer science field, and this is the PGP certification that's for working professionals. Once you opt for the master's degree, the MSc will be provided by Liverpool John Moores University. So that's the thing I'm gonna say.
Yes, sir. Can you please tell us yes, sir. Please continue.
And it's an online program, so it will be holded up by Upgrad. From the platform of Upgrad, you can the course entire content can be accessed, and you can read from the study materials, whatever is being provided.
Yes, sir.
So that's it.
One more here, a follow-up question for the PGP program at IIIT Bangalore. Is the PGP program similar to that of an MTech program, and is the value of a PGP equivalent to the value of a degree of an MTech or MS?
See, no, that's a certification. So MS is a different degree as compared to the PGP program that I am into enrolled. So MTech is a master's degree, but right now it's a certification that I am doing only. So post that, you can opt for an MSc degree from Liverpool John Moores University. So those are quite a bit different because MSc is gonna involve for you a thesis work. And so particularly seeing as of now, I don't have any idea about how the MTech proceeds in IIIT Bangalore. So I can't just raise a bar between them. But MSc degree requires a thesis. Post that, you will be getting the degree itself. So it may be that they are equivalent in their own terms, but the entire structures, whatever are being followed in both the degrees, are different.
Yes, sir. How did you start your coding journey, and how would you tell your junior self or your younger self to start the coding journey when it's back in the first year?
I started, as I said, till second year, I was again a physics enthusiast. My entire plannings were quite different. I started with the preparation of ICPC, but yeah, from my third year. And that eventually, since I was already handy with my language of C++ along with few core concepts of data structures and algorithms, it was quite easier for me to take up in my third year. I started off and learned a number of things. Let it be number theory, recursion, DP from scratch. About graphs, post that various other topics like game theory and all. These are the things I started off with competitive programming. I was so it took me 6 months to learn these all concepts, I'm gonna say. Post that, I started off giving contest on various platforms like CodeChef, and at the end of my last year, I started giving contest off. That was a very few at Codeforces. Post that, this is all about my journey. The practice made me wherever I am right now. And I used to practice a lot. A little bit of upsolving I used to do for whatever problem I couldn't solve on the contest. And post that, I am gonna say I was a problem sitter come tester initially at HackerEarth for a number of days, and mainly I've set problems there and given a few problems. And so that used to enhance my thinking that okay, how a particular problem can be just turned into various ways. What can be the different scenarios? So that was the thing I gained a lot from DSA. Post that, while I was at Masai School, there was an external setter called Puneet. Okay, so that he used to bring problems from a platform that I call as CSES. So that CSES, practicing a number of questions from CSES, I used to test his problems mainly. So practicing a number of problems from CSES itself brought a drastic change within me. That's what I said. And post that, the interview part, as per the DSA perspective, become a little bit easy in my case. So that's what I will say. So whoever are starting off, I will say, start a little bit early, as I related a little bit. Start from your second year. And firstly, what I've seen among candidates is that they focus mainly on the things that how many problems I have solved. It's not about how many problems you are solved. It's about, even if I'm solving a single problem, what I'm gaining from that. That's the thing. Am I able to relate the same concepts to other questions as well, right? Along with that, you are not required to always solve a number of problems. The first thing that's being required is play around with the problem. Okay, play around with the problem with the various scene of test cases. Then from there only, you have to grab out how the solution is going to look and post that how I'm going to code that. That should be the entire strategy. So this is all about start a bit early and keep your contest. What I'm gonna little bit say, if you do CodeChef and all like that, it's gonna be a little bit helpful. Apart from DSA, DSA is a must here for your interviews. And once that's done, you can solve problems from CSES, that platform. I am a fan of that, so I'm gonna say, and that's gonna be a little bit very much helpful. Not it be little bit, but it's gonna be very much helpful for you. And right now, if you are handy with some of the concepts of OOPS and solid principles, as well as low level design, it's going to help you even further for your post your interview or post as a fresher. Once you start your journey, these concepts are even going to help you in your further careers. So that's as an initial student, I'm going to say to all of you.
Yes, sir. How do you approach a problem solving and decision making in your work? And what struggles have you found to be the most effective with respect to the strategies you use?
So this is quite a bit challenging question, because strategy making depends upon the kind of work that I'm taking up right now. So strategies are gonna be different, like what the product is right now and what kind of technologies are being involved. Okay, what are the pros and cons of this my current technology that I'm having. Post of that, the stakeholders, the amount of time that I require, are the stakeholders agreeing with that? Most of the time they have. And along with that, what should I say? Fine. So along with some of what are the limitations of the technologies that I'm having? If I want to go to way A, if I want to take my plan A, is it going to be working, or should I go to plan B or plan C? Some other kind of things I should do here. Moreover, it comes to priority. There might be several works that I am incorporating in a single week, right? What should I give priority to? Some projects are going to be released to on, let's say, Thursday. Another one will be on Tuesday. So definitely, let's take up the Tuesday work at a better pace as compared to what work we are going to deliver on the Thursday. So there are various factors that's going to play up. So this is a small thing that I can say as of now.
Yes, sir. For a young fresher, can you please tell about the importance of the computer languages with respect to job perspective? And what are the strategies you need to learn? Like, is it like C, C++, Python, Java, or is it like web development, etc.?
So every language, so what I'm going to say is that people may think that they don't know many languages, so that's a very big challenge for them. That's not a challenge. Firstly, you need the mastery over a single language. Okay, let it be C++, let it be Python. Okay, just like I started off by C++ and didn't till the end of my 4th year, I used to be a command. I used to have just command over that language only. So once you have the proper concepts of a single language, then you can see that expanding to other languages becomes a little bit easier. Okay, so it's not that you should know multiple languages. You can start off just by knowing a single language and utilize that more for your problem solving. Implement that particular language features more. Okay, and try to build some stuff. Suppose that you are on a now you are a Python kind of guy, so you can utilize that for game making and everything, right? And making small apps, correct? You can, if you are starting up with Python, what I am gonna say from this particular channel, if you take up that as your initial language, that's a very good language. Not only you can utilize that for various problem solvings on DS and everything, but there are various things, various features like Flask, Django. These are the frameworks that you can explore for implementing various of your small web apps that as a part of project you can do, correct? So there are various libraries it has support, right? And so yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Now again, for the problem solving part, yeah, you can start off with the C++ language, as most of the people use that. Learning Python is on the easier side, I'm gonna say, as compared to what we have in C++. But C++ is relatively faster as compared to what we have in Python. So that's the main thing why, as well as it has a great STL support, what most of the people like us require for solving CP or DSA problems. So that's why I'm going to say, as well as if you dive deeper into C++ kind of languages, you get to know about a lot of things that a language supports. What can be various features of a particular language that can be. Suppose that once you move to Python, go any other language, that's going to be a little bit easier. What I have found for my case at least. So these are the things. Moreover, for the web development part, whatever you are seeing, HTML, CSS, various, you can learn them by doing projects, because that's what I'm going to say, as well as the JavaScript is a very significant language that you can have. So initially you can, if you are learning Python, you can be expanding your arms towards backend development by learning Django, Flask, or Fast API, any kind of framework that you can pick up. And or else you can, if you are a JavaScript enthusiast, along with after learning C++, you wish to explore that particular path, you can first try up with front-end development, try making various UIs and all. So that's what I am gonna suggest a little bit. So the web development is a completely is that area what you can explore by making more projects. The post that I am gonna, as a fresher, I'm gonna say, try to grab internships while you are in your 3rd or 4th year, or at the end of your 2nd year. Try internships, because industrial work, you get to know more industrial work once you are into it, rather than making solely your own projects, right? What can be various techniques and technologies, as well as what are the various standard practices a particular project includes for various industries. So these are quite a bit different what we generally see as a part of making projects, just simple projects, in terms of as a part of our curriculum, or let's say side projects, personal projects, that whatever we build. So that's what I'm gonna say. Yeah.
Yes, sir. We have come to the end of the interview. It was indeed very great talking to you, sir. Many jigsaw puzzles in my mind which have been clarified as an undergraduate engineer. Hope to see you on yet another episode on our YouTube channel. Thanks a lot, sir. Until then, goodbye. Take care.
Same to you. Thanks a lot for calling me. It was my honor. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir.